We sticklers for the rule.
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you. Oh, and our guests from earlier, I see.
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no...
Not even an invitation check? Oh, Paimon didn't realize Finally!
Pardon me? I'm sure we're all having a good time. I give you tonight's...
Are you serious? Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, the special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then, for a time, let us set aside our worries and enjoy these exotic spirits.
Ah, I see.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar...
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure.
I spoke to the owner. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of removing the more challenging options.
How'd you set this all up so quick?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need. Negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this. Demyan will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course, every guest will have their quirks, so you'll have to be careful not to...
Got it! We'll give it a try.
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest. There'll be a little event during the banquet's second half, by the way.
Hello.
Good work.
Ever consider...
Oh, thanks. Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't have come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. We're stuck with the wild hunt here. The Sneshanians can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello. Good work.
I doubt the Sneznians will stand idly by if this wild hunt problem gets any worse.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Here's
They'll
the
just
thing.
leave it over there.
You can't live life without a little spice.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
These are bounties.
You got a plan
If
for
you want to
that
negotiate
thing?
prices,
Hard to say.
go find
But what
a
I can
flea
say
market.
is that the situation in Nashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait.
Here's the thing. You can't
Well,
live life
what
without
if
a
that was
little
nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes, at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course, but that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nashitown. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
little spice.
Oh, seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. Good work.
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, go find a flea market.
Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, and
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then.
Then come, sit. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repair.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Ah, yes, I've heard. Lots of nights over there in Mondstadt.
We were just...
anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right?
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean,
So, you've known it?
that's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild. which is how I slowly carved.
Yeah, huh. So never...
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her disposal. Come now, Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than basic machinery. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save his life. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Aino's relatively complex ones, like Kuvaki detectors or mechanical arm.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosi have a mechanical arm too?
That's right, one of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have, had you told me my future when I first arrived here. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it, so I'm afraid.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hands in despair does us no good in times of crisis. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people seeing illusions within Wild Hunt anomalies?
I have heard of humanoid shape. Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary person could survive an assault from those monsters. Does this have anything to do with our current wild...
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you.
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with friends. Since he's never heard of the Wild Hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces, might it be...
Huh. That does sound worth noting.
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Come.
Thank you for waiting, everyone.
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand.
Joining us, new girl? No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are... That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules in brief. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the inner circle. Whatever beverage, the drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol, with that last further divided into 3 levels by intensity. Spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to... During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points than them and pose a question, which the...
This sounds like it might favor those who score higher, but push your luck and you might not recall any answers you were given the next day. Defeats the purpose.
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and watch the...
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way...
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided a single serving of...
What? Do my ears deceive me?
Dark horse.
Indeed. The dark horse could be yours to enjoy, and if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to...
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong alcohol.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it to...
Let's go!
Wow, this is...
Oh, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild.
Mind introducing me sometime?
Ugh. A normal drink, huh?
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets...
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. This recipe's are...
I was wanting to ask about your wife.
You're up.
Whoa! New face here just drew the dark horse.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa, she actually downed it.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadters have such a reputation. Me? Well, absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good... If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever. Either way, there's...
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all...
Says who?
'Cause you...
In that case, let me...
Hello, ma'am. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, go find a flea market.
Here's the thing. You can't afford to have a little... Hmm? Are they playing cards?
Same as usual, then?
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears?
Oh.
So, let's go over this. Hmm? That...
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared, and the intel we've received from the Lightkeepers. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarding.
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt ops and anomalies cleared. That variance has become a
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. 1, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or 2, that some Ratniki are not reporting the work they do on purpose. The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter train of thought.
Paimon doesn't really get it.
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling my intel.
Please, stop.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple question. For 50,000 off your debt. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a wild...
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly shadows.
Nothing at all, hmm? Not even for 50,000 Mora? Either you don't take your debt
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity.
Okay. Well...
You really are the same as ever.
And you've learned quite well. Go on, then. I'll swing...
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest dealing, if I may say so. As luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something.
Ooh, that sounds...
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here. Let's go through what we've learned outside.
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, you'll find a form.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star Sand Shoal.
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each statement corroborates the others.
What in Teyvat could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nod... What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within. In which case, two questions arise. Who... I'll continue investigating along these two lines.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, I was watching it the whole way back. Praying it went...
Huh. So you're
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even 10. Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through countless careful calculations.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can wait for a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come?
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too.
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, problem solved. Simple and even if that wasn't how it worked, if only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us.
Really? They think that?
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up.
Awesome! Whew. That sure was powerful. And pretty.
I feel so...
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines...
That's what we call drawing a line between your work and your hobbies. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to
Everyone says there's tons of work lately. Why is none of it coming to me?
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if any. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. I believe it will take a few weeks more. For it's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with...
And it's all...
No, I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after...
Speaking of which...
I've tried asking around. What about you?
We have...
I think I've got the gist of it. In any case...
What do you see? What? Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent.
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait! Here you go! This is the medicine—
Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more—
Oh, that's true. But we best check if she's doing okay. See you later then. Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry. It's like— Wait, is that that?
I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it—
And what do you require?
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now.
I might need your assistance.
Oh, give me your hand. Back to Earth.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway.
Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to—
I think I sensed some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with, it is harmless.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the moon marrow's custodian? Now that you've got— It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya.
So it does have to do with— Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Llama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moon, that is how I know that it belongs to the god.
But Llama also saw the past by using the moon marrow.
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain after Arya's death. Her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, as the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The end— I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons.
No.
It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you...
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you... You do not wish to...
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass out? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking...
I do not desire...
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to...
And... what?
When I came into contact with its power, I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time.
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Glauma did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of the...
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh?
My colleagues used to mention someone. Back when I was still with the Fatui, he hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match.
I only know what others called him. Huh.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that...
Huh? If that was the case, sure...
I have heard that he disappeared not long, but when I asked my colleagues where he went...
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just... too much...
I felt the same. They seem to think that I should... But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it...
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners! That's way too much for us to handle! That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then! And even then...
Oh? What did you just...
That's your... Did you just...
No.
She totally did! Are you two on bad terms?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment.
She seemed quite...
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy...
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's...
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my brother and I arrived in Nod...
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Lumine, come on!
What?
Hey!
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But Ether found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the...
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach like this.
Ooh, looks like...
Can you sense it? You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kinda dangerous.
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them.
I will
She seems kinda tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
The Reicher... Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a...
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together. But right now... Exactly! Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Not Cry. But even if we didn't...
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with... In addition, I believe that the winds of change are blowing. And we Scion, whether our foe is the Fatui or this Reicher...
Let's see...
Friendly approached.
Listen! We've got...
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, you were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night...
True, but the cannon only works against shambling...
Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and...
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's more than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits and...
You... Sure?
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the... Sure.
I know.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon?
Wait, what? Didn't we just see...
Yeah. It's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. I'll send a Nafa over to Nashi Town with some...
Oh, he seemed like a good guy.
The data concurs. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the...
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Hey! Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way.
Got it. Let's go then. You come.
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches.
All right. We'll see. This must be it. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that Ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did you—
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this. Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get it.
But how are we
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. For now, please keep the current situation confidential.
might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in.
Greetings. If the murder happened not long ago, the Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed? So, do you think there's a chance that the
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from, specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he is...
Very odd indeed.
So...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will—
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's, or—
Yeah! What reason would—
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No, this means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living— Yes.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do.
Steady now. Our friend—
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present. I'll have you know that this is top secret in—
Don't worry. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump—
Oh, right! Before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around Hey!
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to— And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome— Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh?
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress, this light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hey! What? Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's—
Will at last part ways.
Monsters! I see everything. This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must— There's— Huh? Why isn't he giving off light anymore? A fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him? In trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Perissos. Filio Erimos. Yamalune Sattesi Brambo Kalu. Filio Selu Siniso. Presently Kestul.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutonine Torai Desnevite.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern, now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all the...
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere... To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curio. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without... It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him?
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before, he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds. And where, might I ask, were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it...
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitude. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rarir. I doubt he... I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me?
Well...
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so they alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find...
you mean...
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rarir could have shapeshifted in...
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should.
Ah.
So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of... You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there, whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depth. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rarir's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he...
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Strike a pose!
Shine down!
Hey!
Rain outlines your fate.
Illusion shattered!
I see everything!
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Grow!
No, my sword!
Ooh, what a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy. Boring. Isn't there anything else? Shower me with praise.
I may have lost a few memories, but I guess it's okay.
The show begins.
I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems...
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's...
Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once...
Oh? And...
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty calm. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left, if there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate...
We'll do our part too. All right. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter. Or... something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window as I thought. You're both...
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the...
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no... Well, that makes things simpler. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is, which... You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but... Considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise.
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
You mean hint?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Yep.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour.
It is indeed. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like...
Sosi. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated.
Thank you for your...
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, his mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward, and I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job... And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but... What?
You've provided us with some very crucial information. We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while we're 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point, with the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus, perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm. And
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked. Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it must...
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always... But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon...
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And...
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually.
Yeah. totally get.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned in. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my...
Well...
That would be good, yes.
Phew! Back inside. We can finally take...
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly... Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met.
Yeah. Hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making...
All right. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, you know humans well. But some things that humans would consider difficult.
So...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent the survivors, and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was... Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when... Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall...
Well, you need us to get you where...
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case...
Can you even go back there right now?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that.
All right, then.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret.
Paimon's lips are sealed.
All right.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Flints!
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest.
Resting? We're all about to be done! Flints is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is—
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the Wild Hunt too, huh?
What happened? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either. Okay!
Hey!
My apologies.
Hold on!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the Wild Hunt. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence.
Exactly. And you sure don't—
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, but if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's—
All right. I suppose that's the only way.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What?
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to So, Paimon, you—
Yeah,
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flints, and then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt— Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, and amidst it all, Flints' name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flints make his escape after—
And that's where Yehoda, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall,
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flints out, only for her to return with nothing.
Aw, come on, pause.
We initially intended to bring Flints back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so
Might he intend to come back and—
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so—
Oh?
What Paimon means to say—
All right, then. Let's have this discussion. I see. So Flints has a fragment taken from with—
Is he gonna be okay now that he—
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably—
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the kit?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little—
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them.
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation on.
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Enough and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one—
The Curatorium will handle enough.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a—
Never mind you. This—
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so—
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right? Oh, no one's guarding this place, just like he said. But
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
ah, there you are. Or not. How are we supposed to read through the—
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient option to expose the true intentions of this Rerir.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint?
Many strange things happen here.
But that file really— Hey, come out!
Hmm? Wild Hunt Phenomena Log?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Huh? Phew! Finally finished!
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
Paimon as well!
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
All right. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge wild hunt and look, all these smaller scale wild hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained.
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would but now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call it...
Paimon feels like she's almost got...
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, and while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough?
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the camp?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment. It begs the question. What make... That's odd. We shouldn't have any guess. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lauma must have sent it.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the...
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparation. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to...
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Go! Fly!
You're here. As expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the Wild Hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out, see this fragment. It once haunted your dreams.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the Wild Hunt was in fact caused by
serendipity guided the fragments, but each time, that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to...
Are you completely crazy?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffer I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to... Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my...
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone...
What? I made that thing! They can't just take...
They might. If Rarir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. The Traveler won't make it back in...
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then she's prepared for the worst.
and we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Move it! Out of my way! This place is burning too!
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you...
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long.
I do, yes. But why are you here?
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to...
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the... It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has...
Thank you, my...
Then come. I need you to step...
All right.
Seems we chose the right person for the job.
Huh? You're not...
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See...
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
We'll grab this and this. All of it's ours.
I always knew something was off about you.
We won't let you
You're
pass.
actually some abyssal
Leave this
creature,
to us,
aren't
Lady
you?
Moonchanter.
Teach you a
Go.
lesson you won't forget. Forget it. Just run.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enough.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, Then follow. I am no god. But so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there!
Whoa, nice! Let's go, Anafa. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there!
Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here? Go Claw!
Cleanup sequence initiated. Preparing for dust up.
Chew on this! Flash attack!
Defensive mode engaged.
Go Claw! Look, a rainbow!
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode. Initiated.
Easy peasy. What made you think I couldn't take... This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete.
Aw, alright.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigi sato passa sax, niti hipotutos. In necritus necrus baptisi, que omnes tu zonos pentusi. Ostes picos palatin piratur resuricum, topir aethion veratum.
Sluggish, torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything.
Let me guess. You didn't...
What's with...
Verfnir, Rheindaughter, Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly you. You matter not. Does anything... You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, laughable that you should die for their sake.
unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia! We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making...
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also... And then Well, I brought your associate along for the ride.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that.
Still, what do we do now? Rare's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on, but we still don't know what his aims are. And he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked.
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how I know—
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength. It seems...
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is if his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't...
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
That's right. And it still works on normal Wild Hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flintz, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have...
Point taken. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get the—
Well... There's a certain gentleman I'd... This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are slowly, gradually. I have achieved too little. I must do better. Perhaps his end was tragic. Every shadow born of...
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. But we will pursue. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading light bearer. With your, even as we hurry on, bruised and battered until it closes. Thank you for...
Hey, it's the Wanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Yes, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort should... Is that a 1?
Guess again.
Wait. You mean 0? But wouldn't we just be slapping our brand on the joint venture and calling it a day?
Yeah, what I mean to say is that there's neither an upper nor lower limit.
Aw, that's just... Wait a minute. That's not an answer.
Guess it never hurts to try a bit harder. Nothing warms the soul like piping hot food.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Guess it...
What brings you here?
And where have you been, huh?
Oh, of course not. I was simply elsewhere discussing business deals. Indeed, it was all thanks to you that my little store was saved. What? Why? And didn't I tell you that my prices were reasonable? Oh, but you still turn to that curatorium of secret. If even regulars such as you abandon ship like this, what can a businesswoman do but take her wares, and how should I not be, Running small overseas enterprises is no mean feat. Never mind when such formidable competition exists. Forget it. Fortune and destiny are as one. It's not as if Nefer did me no favors on account of our common homeland when If anything is to blame, it is the lack of opportunity to have her owe me in turn big. Now then, should she ever need anything, you make...
Krumkake creation complete.
Thank you for going to the trouble of remembering that, Miss Anefa. May this—
Understood. However, I fear that Krumkakes do not keep for that long. A week at most may pass before their taste deteriorates.
That's not quite what I meant by—
Huh?
They must have followed the aroma of the Krumkake.
Affirmative. In fact, I can devise a cereal omelet based on individual preferences before crushing it.
Huh?
What are they saying?
They are discussing your—
Flins? Don't see you coming around here often.
Well, I've come to visit you, Miss Aino. Here.
Shh, Anefa might hear you. So, what's the occasion? Are you gonna say that the rat Nikki will be taking—
And criticize a genius like yourself on account of results that none of us could anticipate. If we really did do that, I dare say we shall never again see technological breakthroughs.
Sweet.
It gladdens me to have set your heart—
Anyway, what's—
Well, could you help me repair this lantern? I did bring it to Noshatown to get it fixed.
You want a genius like—
Oh, my apologies. Perhaps this request should be better directed—
I mean, I can totally do this, no problem. Wait right there. I'll be done before you can say fix it.
Much obliged, then.
And next time this happens to you, make sure to come to me first, you hear? Fix my lantern, he says. Please, this won't take 10 minutes. If only everyone knew what the heck they were doing. Take that Hinsa, for instance. How in the world do you end up creating an integrated controller for the cannon and the barrier from random components people ask you to fix? Ugh, gives me a headache. I gave him a— Columbina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is not—
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes now that he has donned a shape and form.
selling his power, but that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Sandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino, was that not? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonia.
Split! More interest. Trinkets for